Okay, so now let's go over part one. The first thing we have to do is use an income calculator to calculate your paycheck after deductions. If you forgot what deduction means, I put in a link to the slides where we first learned about that vocabulary word, and you can see um, that I have the definition as well as using that word in context on slide, I think 7 or 8. So slow. Okay. So we're going to calculate our income after deductions. That means that we're calculating how much money we will make after money is taken away for taxes. Okay, so now that you know that, let's calculate our income. So you're going to click on this link here, which will take you to this webpage. And we're just doing like a guess. If you know how much money you will make in a job that you want, go ahead and fill that out. But I'm going to give you some suggestions here. So first, we have to choose if we're an hourly or a salary employee. Remember, salary is how much money you're making over a year. And these are careers like teaching, being a doctor, an accountant. To start, if you're 18 years old and you have your GED, or if you don't have your GED, if you do not have a GED, it's most likely you're going to be an hourly employee. Even if you do, your GED is your diploma after you graduate from high school that you get when you earn all your credits and graduate. An 18-year-old, it's most likely just to have an hourly job, especially if you haven't gone to college yet. So minimum wage in Minnesota is $10 an hour. That would be a job, especially if it's your first time working there. The longer you work there, your money might increase. But these are jobs like working in fast food. It might be like a cleaning job. Fast food are restaurants like McDonald's, Raising Cane's, Culver's. Okay. And then I would say maximum a high school student or an 18-year-old might be making in their first job is that like step up internship type job where they're making $14.25 an hour. So select that and choose a price between 10 and 14. I had a student ask me, well, what if I'm working at Target or Hy-Vee? Great. They put in like $12 an hour. So be realistic. Okay. Okay. Next, over on the left here, you probably are not married yet. If you're married through the state, it actually changes the amount of taxes. And actually, when people are married, they get less taxes because the couple is seen as a single unit. So select single. Location matters. Taxes are different in different areas. So you might live in Minneapolis. Make sure you get the spelling right. Or maybe you live in Brooklyn Center. So type in your city. Pay frequency. This is how often you get your paycheck. We are selecting bi-weekly. That means you're getting paid once every 14 days. Down here to the left, I also want you to know that there are pre-tax deductions. These are the things that you pay for in your paycheck. So deductions, money is taken away, but they're things that benefit you. We aren't going to do this yet, but I just want you to know this exists so that as you plan for your future, this could be something you come back to. For example, medical insurance. If I'm paying every month a little bit for medical insurance, that benefits me. That's not going to the government. I'm paying for a service so that when I get sick, I don't have huge medical bills. So for example, right now I have a prescription that costs me $60, $20 a month, but it's totally free of charge. It doesn't cost money because I've been paying for medical insurance and my insurance company pays for that. Same with dental and vision. 401k, that's your retirement. So I'm putting money aside so that one day I can retire and stop working and still have money. That money's taken away now, but I'll get it back one day. So we're going to talk about this later. For now, we're going to leave this as 0, but I want you to know it exists. Okay, now up here, how many hours are you working per pay period? Our pay period is bi-weekly. So this is not how many hours we are working in a week. This is how many hours we are working over 2 weeks. Okay, so we're going to have to do some math. For school right now, to give you an idea, students are at school 35 hours a week. When you're there from 8:30 to 3:30, that's 30 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That comes out to 35 hours in 1 week. But we have to know for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, that's 70 hours. Teachers are there in the building. They're expected to be there or available working from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that comes out to 40 hours a week. Most jobs are 40 hours a week. But maybe you're going to work extra and also work on Saturday and Sunday, or put in a couple extra hours here and there. So a reasonable range is 80 hours over 2 weeks. That's 40 hours a week. But again, be realistic. If you're having a hard time going to school, are you going to be able to go to work that often? Maybe you are, because you like to work better. So I would say here, put anywhere between 60 hours to 90. I want you to be honest. I'm putting 80 because this is standard average. But be honest with yourself so that you can see, what life do I want to live and how much money will I be making for it? So maybe you're working 90 hours every 2 weeks. That's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it to you because you're getting money. Or maybe you only want to work 60 hours every 2 weeks. That's going to be tight. You're not going to have a lot of money, but you might value spending time with family more or relaxing more. So it all depends. Be realistic, because this isn't permanent. This is just practice. I want you to see what you are, I want you to be able to see what you could potentially, what your lifestyle would be like. Okay, so I put in 80 there. Overtime, remember how I said hourly employees can get paid if they work extra or if they work nights? So it's called an overtime pay. I'm just going to say this is standard. I'm not putting anything in. If you already know that you work in a job where you get extra money for working nights, weekends, extra hours, put it in. Okay. So here's there it is. So it changes depending on how much I write. Come on. There. Okay. So this blue number right here, this is your net pay. This is how much money you are actually getting from your paycheck that's in your pocket that you can spend. Here is how much money you made before taxes. And then this is how much money went to federal taxes, the country, and then the state. If we haven't taken anything away for health insurance, retirement, dental insurance, life insurance yet. Okay, so this is my number. You can copy and paste it. Go back to or open up your monthly budget. Oops, I want that there. And we are putting in income. Type in your source. I did $14.25 an hour, didn't I? Gotta double check. So mine is Step Up. So I'm going to type in Step Up because that's where I'm making my money. And then I'm going to make $889 over 2 weeks, but this is a monthly budget. So we're going to do some math here. Excel spreadsheets does math for you. It's a built-in calculator. So you're gonna click Shift on your keyboard and 8 to get that star and write 2. Because over a month, we're working 4 weeks, so we get 2 paychecks. Each paycheck is $889. Select Enter, does the math for you. Awesome. Second income source. Maybe your parents have agreed to give you money. Maybe grandma sends you money. Maybe it's your birthday month. So this is any other money you plan on getting. I'm just gonna put birthday. Grandma always gives me 50 bucks on my birthday. Okay, it adds, you probably saw the number shifted, that adds the total income right here. Okay, so that's step 1 for today. I'm going to pause this video. Remember, the first part of our project, we're doing step 1 and we're doing step 2. So keep going, go to the next slide and watch the video before you stop working on this project today.